again?
I'm gonna wait till she gets writing, I guess.
No, you can go.
Okay, well, we have quorum, so we have minutes here, I don't know if anybody wants to read them, for last month.
I didn't bring my glasses, so that didn't happen.
So last
It's a lot of reading, but this,
I covered that.
I was here, so I know what went on, so.
I can't read all that.
Can you read?
Not a little bit, not really a skill needed.
Well, if everybody's, I'm gonna let her finish reading.
I was here for the meeting.
Yeah, so we were all here, weren't we?
Yeah, I believe we were.
Mine wasn't.
Well, while they're reading, I will say that the laminator is heating up upstairs, so if anyone wants to purchase their license after the meeting,
We'll go down tomorrow.
I figured my wallet's at
I'm
home.
gonna,
no?
I'm gonna take it down. I gotta register my truck tomorrow anyway, so I'll just.
Oh, I do too.
No, oh, you fish, it's gonna be cold tomorrow. I was gonna say, the top 20, 30 mile an hour winds.
Oh, they're talking, could be gust of 40 plus.
Tomorrow,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it's gonna be cold, so. I was gonna say, go fishing?
Tomorrow, but I
You
got
know,
my nose
beautiful day
completely
like
done.
today, I'm down doing a reseeding in Pittsburgh.
Oh, is that where you were today?
Is
Yeah.
it a fishery license?
Lots of
Never use it.
In clams?
I didn't use it much.
They're starting to get a few, but the cohorts are starting to come around down there too.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, yeah, I motion that we approve the minutes for last month.
second.
Whatever. All right. Carla was nice enough to write all the stuff down, because I didn't. DMR update,
The update is DMR is not here.
that's a no-go.
Yeah,
You know, they didn't show me.
right.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, this might be.
Oh, it's supposed to be here again tonight.
They always say they can show up in there.
Yeah, they said they.
Well, they did last time.
Yeah, but it's
They did
been
last
years.
Well, they did last time. Why?
You have a tie tracker?
That's what I'm working on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first water
Was
testing.
it May 8th?
Is that when you go out with
5
DMR?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, you did, oh, so it didn't
Yeah.
last
So
long.
do they have a set time, or it's when, it's still winter time?
I set the time pretty much. They'll give me the paperwork a week before,
Did
and
anyone miss last month's meeting?
Well, what is
Anyone need a copy
7:37?
of the,
7:37.
Seven one.
Yeah.
Takes off.
Yeah.
That matters.
you were at the last
She
meeting.
didn't tell me that. Yeah, they told me that,
No, 8:30,
I
9:30.
got one of them.
Anyone?
yeah, they told me that. And it's a big job, so you get
You
that.
got me on it?
Right, May 8th,
You
Friday.
were all at the last meeting, you all got one.
I am.
What was it?
The water
Only
testing.
thing I have from the last meeting was the
Yeah, we're not
DMR
gonna-
report.
We're gonna set the times.
I didn't get that.
And I am gonna send out a postcard with every single one, with the time.
We're gonna have to sit down and do that, Tim. We're gonna have to sit down and do that. I mean, take out a chart.
Well, that's what we're
Whole
doing,
meeting.
we're
Nice
just doing it at the meeting,
I'm glad
right?
she's.
But July and August not good, doing shit.
Right, so we'll do the July,
Right, I thought we were gonna do it at the meeting.
She needs it.
right, well,
That way they-
the first one's May 8th, so that's a little close to the next meeting, and I wanna make sure we get the postcards out,
Yep, so we figured 11 o'clock, May 8th.
11 o'clock.
So what's 7:37? It's a big time, 7 hours.
7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 3.5 hours. All right, 11:30.
Can we
Even
contact,
11:30.
Final answer.
11:30.
we did contact you,
And
where
we're
you
gonna-
wanna go?
Yep, and we're gonna leave from Soy Park. I will let you know that the DMR is gonna be there that day. That's my certification, so, I mean, we'll have plenty of others. You know, with the
Probably
DMR.
go, we did get certified, I guess.
Yeah, that works for me.
I plan on going to.
Okay, you wanna go? Okay.
They were boat ride.
TBD.
No, you can't, the DMR is gonna be.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, and the ones in the summertime, the same with the food. All right,
So 11:30, right?
11:30. Other business.
As a reminder, licensing year starts April 1st, so you cannot harvest
After first. we don't get-
Saturday, April 1st, which is this Saturday, without your license, so
Yeah, well, I'm
Come
gonna,
see Julie at
we'd
2 on
already,
Friday.
we'd already discussed it today, that I want to come down and register my truck. And
Okay.
Jason wrote a license, so I'm gonna pick him up, we'll both get a license tomorrow. I'm taking the day off, so. On other businesses, I just got a notification, I don't know if everybody did, for the next selectmen's meeting.
Yeah, I got one.
You got one, okay.
There's also.
Well, what we're gonna discuss at the next selectmen's meeting, and this is just a beginning, but this is what I come up with. On section 6 of the license requirement, the following procedures qualify for conservation time: water testing, surveys, shoreline cleanup, green crab trapping, plowing for access to waterfront, the landing, or the Hennessy Road. These hours need to be documented and approved by the board, this board. Other hours may be recognized if related to marine resources, but have to be approved by this board. So that's one of the changes I was gonna put on the ordinance, because there was a lot of controversy this last year, so. The other one is violations. We're gonna change it for harvesting shellfish during nighttime hours between sunset and sunrise from March 15th to November 15th. From November 15th to March 15th, harvesters will be able to finish out a tide if low is before sunset. Harvesters are still not allowed to harvest by headlight on the sunrise tides, because they don't want people leaving the land in full cotton water with their airboats, so. That's what I come up with, because I know a lot of people wanted to be able to finish out a tide, so we're gonna do it at nighttime. And I'm sure there's a little leeway there, I mean, if it's not right, if it's 10 minutes after dark. Because that time of year, that time of month, from March 15th to November 15th, it's dark at 4:35 o'clock. So,
Wait, what, March to November?
no, from November,
It's the opposite.
yeah, it's the opposite,
Yeah.
November 15th to March 15th. Yeah. So, does anybody have anything they want to say about that? Because this is what we're going to discuss at the selectmen's meeting.
So what time do
It's
you
a
leave the
start
land?
I
anyway.
think it's a great idea.
It's a start, go ahead.
Okay, well, what about in the summertime?
No, you can't go out by headlight in summertime. There's plenty of time to dig. This is just for when there's no daylight, and you only get
Like
6.
tides, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock at night?
Well, like I said, that's the
No.
way I just explained it. If sunset, if you dig, finish out a tide, if low is before sunset, you'll be able to finish the tide out.
Okay.
And that means you'll probably dig to 6, 7 o'clock, and you'll start at 5, or 3, or 4.
That's from November to March, that's.
From November 15th to March 15th.
Like winter.
Right. Because,
That will be a help too, though, really.
they have it,
Especially on the big tides that we never get.
it's almost the same
Never
thing
get 'em.
that Fitchburg does, so.
So now, if you wanna dig a morning tide, you can't leave the landing
No.
before daylight,
No, you can't dig with a headlight, you could leave the landing,
anytime you want.
but you're not supposed to be out there digging with a headlight, so.
Half hour before.
We don't wanna.
What we're trying to avoid is the noise.
You're fighting with that.
And then, you're right, it doesn't make sense, we really probably don't wanna leave the land before sunrise, because, we worry about the airboats, we're gonna have 3 of them this summer, so. It's a noise issue, like I
Okay,
said.
I'm gonna buy one.
So it's horrible.
So,
The surviving people are gonna be happy.
Maybe 5, I'm just gonna buy that.
so that's, does everybody understand what that
Slide around it.
actually, how that's done? And I'm sure all you guys are welcome to go to the selectmen's meeting
Next Thursday,
next
to this
Thursday.
very spot at 5:30.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Is that gonna be here? Because on the card it says public is welcome. What are you gonna do if you get 300 people show up?
I don't think you will.
We'll move it outside.
Billy, if you're
It's
doing
beautiful
on
weather.
voting day,
Last town meeting had 29 people at it.
Yeah, anything with chairs probably. Or
Sabino still hasn't migrated up yet, so.
Yeah. All right.
yeah.
So what's going on with the landing down there? The people still have
Nothing.
those?
It's all gone.
It's still our public land. I mean, it's still our land, and
This
anybody in
one-
town can use it. Right?
Selectmen aren't selling parking passes, so it's every man for himself down there.
If you come from West Bath, right?
No, they can't force it,
No,
it's
they
a problem.
can't.
There's no parking stickers.
Right, so
So
anyone can
anyone
go.
can park there.
So anybody in the parking stickers, you know.
Yeah, they don't want anybody parking on the beach.
Well, one of the suggestions was, I wanna do some sort of.
What, you mean down below?
Where I've been parking for 30 years, that's the beach.
Well, the waters kind of shut them down that day, though.
Some beaches, yeah.
Nice beach.
Well, he did, but they're still bitching about it. I still hear about parking down there, but there's nothing, it's below the high water mark, so.
I can't do anything about that.
Just like
Yeah.
Marine Patrol, when Clint told them over at the big meeting at the fire department, they're not gonna enforce parking laws because it's control of the stadium.
So I want suggestions, on what we can do this spring, because we'll probably do a good part of our conservation work in the fall, as far as like, because I gotta set up appointments with the MR for surveys, and we can do a cleanup with people that haven't gone all the time, and, obviously see who's gone to the water testing and who hasn't. But I wouldn't mind doing something this fall, this spring, but I'm not sure what exactly we do.
I think do the landing again. I mean, it's not that bad, but if you fix it, it lasts 2 or 3 years, it's still a little bump there. I mean, at least I don't know what else to do. I don't think we should do a reseeding, go rip up our seed that's
I
there.
know, that's what, God, that's got a nice full.
No, I'm saying like,
Oh,
the concrete thing.
For all rifles.
Not do that, I'm saying like the concrete thing. I mean, I don't know what else to really do.
I suppose
I
we
guess we
could,
could pick up trash, but.
I suppose we could spread it out.
We do need to do a trash cleanup.
What I would suggest is, hot top down there. From the, right over the concrete where the hot top is, right
Yeah.
over that, it's gonna last,
That lasted quite a while.
When I salt it, the problem with concrete is, salt eats concrete.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spend $3,000 doing calcium.
Yeah, but how are we gonna hot top it? We have to hire somebody.
I know a guy's got a dump truck, they can go up and get us a little hot top.
We gotta get permits.
Well, we're getting a permit, we can't even put concrete down.
Yeah, well, I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
God forbid.
As long as we don't have an excavator down there, we got enough guys down there, we don't even have to make noise with a compactor, we can beat it down with shovels and drive over it with wood. That's how I did my walk.
Yeah.
I laid wood down, drove over with my truck, it's still flat.
How much, does anybody know how much it costs for?
Well, it
Well, last
depends.
I checked, it's $80 for a dump truck my size
Yeah,
of hot patch from Cookers.
yeah,
Okay.
and that's what we want.
For how much? How much was it?
80.
Oh, that's
No,
not that bad.
we're gonna have some time down there, I was
That was
thinking.
last year though, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Will it
sounds
stay
cheap.
hot that long?
oh, hell yeah.
Oh, will it?
I got one of
Okay.
the covers that goes over it. I don't know if that helps or
Of
not.
course, it'd help, I would imagine.
It would help, but you get a couple hours before, when it's all grouped like that, it'll stay hot.
And we get some gasoline and make it hot again.
Actually, you got the sprayer up there, I don't know if you've hauled it, but you got, pull into the sprayer, and they got a sprayer, you spray your truck, and that way nothing sticks in it and it slides right out.
Yeah.
That's when you get hot top.
Yeah.
It'll work pretty slick with your little dump truck.
I'd like to, suggest if we're gonna do that, it'd be nice if we could put a little bit more cement and feather it out on the sides a little more, and fan it out, because those ditches on either side during the winter time are pretty scary. I already put a dent in my truck, so they're trying to back down there, and we get one tire stuck in it. So then we can put that down and hot top it.
I know, if you guys wanna do the concrete thing again, I tell you what really would save it from eroding out is if you're coming up out of the lane on the left side, 99% of the water runs down that side. Clean it up with your shovels, put the Sakrete, the ready mix concrete in there. I've got it for a couple of hand trowels, and make it like a half barrel, so it's smooth, and that water will run down, it won't go down underneath at the bottom of the landing
Yeah.
and eat it up.
Flushes it out, yeah.
If you just smooth out like that with that ready mix concrete right down to the end of the landing, it'll fucking save so much.
Then it will look good if we are helping take care of the landing.
Okay.
When they wanna try to kick us out again, you know what I mean, like we did for.
We could do that all with one
Make it
shot, you do the bottom and get some guys spreading that out there. I got a hand trowel and everything.
We're about doing it on a weekend. Get your tire teared up. Mr. Crane.
When do you want it, what month, what do you post?
Well, it's somewhat decent if you're gonna do the bottom at the same time.
like first week of June, maybe.
Yeah, that stuff they will
We might
set
have
up
to
pretty
wait,
quick.
set up later.
Yeah, we don't have to set it up now.
Yeah, we gotta do it
I was
in
just
June.
throwing out, I just wanted suggestions of something we could do this spring.
Yeah, this is
For
big.
people to obtain, hours. The receiving thing, we don't have the seed. And, we could do a cleanup, we're gonna do that this fall. We'll probably have a couple of surveys.
I got another suggestion on the seed thing. It wouldn't hurt to reach out to state again, see if maybe they've changed their ways and they let us up to late.
Right, that's the only other thing I thought
And
of too.
I tried 4, 5, 6 years
Yeah,
ago.
they say because of the Vibrio, but the water temperatures down the river ain't high enough to keep Vibrio, so
Yeah.
they go away.
That's what I'm saying, I mean, it don't hurt to keep it out, I mean,
They also said I can't buy at the landing because of Vibrio, which is.
they stopped all that
Should be.
a long time ago, they cut it down, everything used to have it violated.
I can call and ask.
You gotta have, your truck has to be able to maintain even with the doors open, a certain temperature.
It can.
Yeah.
It works better than the fishermen putting them in the back of a truck and bringing them.
I know,
That
taking
way.
out the sun.
It's that much sooner under temperature control.
I can
but
see it.
they still say no.
I was gonna say, I can see a lot of contracts today with pond diggers and stuff.
But, Camaro.
Only because we're taking seed out of their
And
ponds
doors on it?
in our town where they can't operate, you know what I mean? And that's where we come into the
Why
problem.
would you just replace all the shit that they're taking from us?
Right, but that's not the way they look at it, and we've done it in the past, but I could always ask, and I'm sure what I'm gonna get for an answer. I'll talk to the marine biologist and see what she says. I think that would be who I'd talk to, so.
What's seed cost from Muskogee?
What's it cost? Well, the towns that have put seed in, and they get a little bag about this big with 10,000 seed, haven't had a lot of luck with it.
And Georgetown hasn't had much luck, and they bought like 60,000 actual market size little bags.
And they still don't have any luck?
I know where they put them.
He said he hasn't seen them set in. He bought like, the town bought like, I don't know.
I swear to God though, too, they move. These things migrate.
They're hard to catch.
They
They were Tuesday.
No, I tried.
How you feel better today, did you?
Well, yeah, my stomach just hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, be a little while before I have a drink.
I would think.
No, I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. So, yeah, we'll work on, setting the date next month for the landing to get some, conservation time in. And I'll call the marine biologist and see if she can even go, where we could go to get seed from that lake, but I don't think they're gonna let us do it. I've tried before, so.
I've been sober over here.
Yeah, here's a over here.
I know, it's boring, man.
What, drinking or not drinking?
Not drinking.
Alright.
I feel a lot better.
Boring nights, but much better mornings, is what it is.
Yes.
I had a real rough day the other day.
I heard.
It was bad.
I had a great time.
It was all over Facebook, pictures of you two around town.
Was he?
No, just,
Okay,
I should have. I'll have to next time.
it wasn't fun. The warden's report, there's no warden here, so.
No, our wardens are at clam school today.
Oh, they are, cool.
Clam
They're
school.
taking their class.
What the hell is that?
Well, the kid,
That
Getting
week
their
they
warden
have to go to.
certification,
they
so,
have to have a certification.
target practice.
They didn't wanna come to the Clammers Club meeting?
No.
Busy day, I guess. I don't know how
You
they
know
did
if they've
this.
written any tickets or anything?
Well, I heard there were a couple.
Yeah, they have a court date coming up, so,
They got 2 of them coming up. And they also told a couple people that if they continued to rake in town, they're gonna take their boat and stuff. So that kinda deterred them a little bit.
Who'd they get? Or is that?
we're not gonna say that.
I can't give that information yet.
I'll find out in the parking lot.
I don't know the name, but
Yeah, you're gonna have
I also
to check
I know
it
where.
yourselves.
I heard that they didn't like the West Bath diggers were all a bunch of snitches and rats because,
They're jealous, we're
they
jealous
got
of
turned
that.
in for digging.
We're all, if somebody put on there, we're all jealous of.
Yeah, in the comments on
Poachers.
that.
I couldn't quite figure that one out.
Not, it's
Yeah,
not
I really-
jealousy, guys.
I really wanted to dump like 4 bushel of clams out to go get pay court fines, I'm jealous of that.
And watch some guy roll in and pick them up.
Yeah, that's what I heard too, some guy went in and picked them up, and
Yeah.
Had a good day.
he had like a extra $420 bonus that day.
Anyways,
Shoreline cleanup.
there's not a lot of public here, so there's probably not a lot of public comment. Anybody else, anything else they wanna say? Nope, okay. Next meeting's April 26th, 7 o'clock, cause I heard people came at 6 today.
Selectmen meeting next week?
Yes, Thursday.
Yeah, don't forget about the selectmen's meeting, I'll be there, but.
What time is it at? 6?
5:30.
5:30.
I vote we adjourn.
Second.
Toast. You don't want that.
Did everyone sign in?
Everybody sign?